Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003 and today we're playing Genshin Impact. Nodkarai Nodkarai is finally here as of this week Wednesday. Which means that we get new region and new Archon quest, and new characters. I don't know why I made that face. Also, excuse me because I just burped. Anyways, we're doing the Archon quest today. We might do some pulling on the, we might do some wishing on the, Chronicle Wish, because there is Wanderer, and I've been trying to get members of the Fatui. So, if we can get Wanderer, and still have enough wishes for Flynn's, yay. If not, then, oh. But yeah, here's hoping. Hold on. Sorry, just texting partner. Anyways, what I'll probably do, I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to use my Xiao team or a Nefa team. I'm going to use my Xiao team for now. And then probably, next episode, I'll switch over to my Nefa team. Anyways, we need to play video game. Oh, right, nope, that's right, I ended up getting a new, so update that, there we go. Now, it's up to date, we're all good. Not messing, thank you for the follow. You're probably not watching right now, but it's fine. Okay, okay, so let's go to quests. Oh yeah, this is the, main event thing, that's right. Where the moon rises. Let's activate focused experience mode. Because of the, flagship event stuff. There we go. 7 or 12, 2 days later. Okay, so let's do that. Then 7 o'clock. I'm just going to roll that. Anyways.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Where the moon rises, embark on a new journey. Actually, really quickly, I'm gonna go refill my Fanta. Hold on. Hold on, like 2 seconds.
damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Alright, there we go. Sorry for all the noises. Okay. Let's talk with enough. Why did we stop? Oh, there we go. But yeah, since I did basically just update the game, there is going to be lag. Or at the very least, there's a high chance for lag, so please have
My data
mercy.
indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
Alright, let's get this show on the whale road.
Are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
Isn't that just how we roll?
Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Oh, hello Lonnie, what's up?
You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance.
I was kind of hoping, because that is kind of been our MO for 5 years,
We've already made all the
canonically.
preparations.
Oh, now I just feel bad for wanting to just slip out of
How dare
Outland.
you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
Caught red-handed again.
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodcry. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
So it was you.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
I guess.
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself.
Oh, I don't want to be rude.
You're invited too, Anufa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Can't refuse an invitation like that.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Sign.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Honestly, not sure.
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Are they going to do a cutscene skit? Ooh, that was one of the Fatui. Speaking of the Fatui. Looks like there was someone eavesdropping. Okay, while this is loading, I will say that it did kind of go ahead and light up a couple of the statues. So I did lightly spoil myself on what Nodcry looks like, and it is so pretty, you guys.
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected. About time I met this variable in person.
Ooh, I feel like I heard your voice in the special program. I can't put my finger on it. Whatever. A dance of snowy tides and hoarfrost groves started.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
Her
In
hunger
other
is
words,
unmatched.
Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Notcry. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
I can already see it in the
I meant
background.
more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense.
Oh,
What about you, Anefa? Come to think of it, maybe
It's
we
that
should
thing.
be asking the other way around. So, when you came over to Natland, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Nodcry?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The
Already.
moon? You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Nopcry. Paimon, Traveler.
I
Welcome
completely lost
to
my train of
Nopcry.
thought. Probably the moment. Oh, there's Nefer and Baba, and there's Flens. Probably that moment for me was when
That must be Nasha Town up ahead. That's the place you were telling
when I
us
got
about
the
on way
announcement
over,
for
right?
the special program that we watched a couple weeks ago. That was the moment for me when I'm like, oh, would you look at that? We are leaving Natland.
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of
And
Nopcry.
Nefa and Paimon are just walking right ahead. Not even realizing, wait, hold on now. Could this really be?
Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
I'm gonna turn on autoplay.
Paimon. This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Oh.
Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that
That's
before?
right, we
Seems really
did learn
important to
that,
Paimon.
during the
Well,
last Archon
because
quest.
those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship.
That's right.
But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Notcry, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
A bit like phlogiston.
That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Notcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
Probably. It certainly feels similar to phlogiston. Yet also somehow different. Maybe they both belong to the light realm that the Lord of the Night mentioned. Still, this feeling, there's no doubt about it. It's the same power I felt the first time I set foot in Teyvat.
Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
I think it was near a beach?
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
There was also a mountain.
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Fair enough.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time.
Yeah, like 500 plus years.
Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Thank you both.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nightcry surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inefa.
If we can find our spaceship, maybe the flight logs could tell us something? At last, a chance to get to the bottom of all this. The truth must be out there somewhere, buried in this land.
Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tibet, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, not cry, here we come!
Whoa. Okay, so that's just an exploration thing. That was wrong. I guess there's something I need to... No, I can't get distracted. This is what leads to streams being impossibly long. Alright, so this little moon thing that we have here is Kubaki. Don't know how this works though. She'll figure it out. Where? Let's just keep going.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Notcry,
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it.
Have fun. Oh, what's that?
huh? What in Tibet is that? Looks kinda like a Sealy, floating
It
around
does.
in the air like that.
That is a kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
Okay, so the Kuhenki is the Nodcry version of the Sealies.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
I'd wager so.
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhanki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Nope, because Nodcry is autonomous.
Although Notcry lies on Snezhneya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Oh. So this, like, very much predates.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs
Elemental energy as we know it. Oh, we're learning things today.
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Oh. Well, let's get after it then. I do see one of these. I do kind of want to grab it. Okay, so the Kuhenki gave us a chest. So yeah, they're basically Nodcry and Sealies. Lunoculus.
Is this an answer from this world?
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Of course it did. Never just said that. sugar sculptures. Okay, if this is a permanent
Are there
item,
any
I'm gonna have to
particular
read
points
that
of
later.
interest?
All of it.
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see, well, pretty much everything.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Nice.
Yikes. Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Ineva's gonna put her out of a job?
Probably because she will. Sorry to break it to you, Paimon, but... And, oh, yep, it's a permanent item. Awesome. Familiarize yourself with Nausea Town with Enefa as your guide. Don't judge
on
me.
the road.
Luna Sigil. This first is Blacksmith. If I could just apply this discovery to a new device. Sure, take a look. And then just these. Okay, so these are the craftables. Got it. And it's not going to give us any hints as to where I can find these materials. Whatever. I was supposed to go up there. How do I... Okay, yep, I'm climbing. Just tell me something. Oh yeah, really quickly, before I do anything else, I do kind of need to show you guys this. So I already selected my first constellation for Temper Thyself and Journey Far. So yeah. Travelers can select a desired character Stellar Fortuna from the characters on the event page's roster. Upon completing this phase of To Temper Thyself and Journey Far, the chosen Stellar Fortuna can be claimed. Note: Stellar Fortuna cannot be obtained for characters you have not obtained, or for characters who have already obtained a Stella from this event. When the current event ends, all unclaimed rewards for completed objectives will be sent to your inventory. If you have sufficient event progress but did not manually select a Stellar Fortuna recipient, one will be automatically assigned based on the levels of your characters who appear on the roster on the event page. Of course, selecting only from characters you already own and have not previously received a Stellar Fortuna for in past versions of this event. If multiple eligible characters share the same level, the one appearing earlier in the event page roster will be chosen. If there are no eligible characters, no reward will be issued. Okay. Ooh, it looks like we get Dust of Alignment. Nice. View progress. Okay, so if we get 2 more of these and then we use up 120, at least 120 resin, then that is that portion completed. Nice. I just have to go there. Got it. Get it. I probably should have taken a different path. I'm kind of realizing. But, yeah, as you guys have probably already gathered from me showing you guys the event, I did select Xiao as the first recipient.
pretty big from here.
Oh yeah.
Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
I'll make it a little bit louder. Just a little.
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an adventurer's paradise. So, she kind of thought it'd be a bit more...
Of course you're
Picture
playing Star
perfect
Wars The
somehow?
Old Republic. Why am I not surprised? Okay,
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Notcry's past, the age of the Fae. Tales
The
of those
Fae?
ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Notcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day,
one day...
What happened?
there came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Notcry, and for a time it was left desolate.
Oh.
Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope.
Like it tends to do.
Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
Oh, an irony?
Today, no official authority governs Notcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be.
So it's a lawless paradise?
The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold.
Oh.
But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
Does it happen
It
often?
is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start
Yeah.
behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and all.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Oh yeah, she's
Absolutely.
a crafty one.
Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
As far as they're concerned, any o'clock is bar o'clock.
You're right about that.
And I have knowledge if you need further proof. Venti is living proof that Monsters holds the thinking of any time is bar time.
The wind knows me.
do see a Lunoculus up here, and I do want to quickly grab it. Like, super quick. I promise you I won't be too,
Into the wind.
I won't be, sidetracked for too long. Okay, where is it? It's somewhere here. I know I saw it. Where was it? Literally, where did it go? I just saw it. Oh, it's all the way up there. When in an empowered state, characters can press jump in the same colored unipolar fields to perform a special jump. Ow. Okay. Oof. Up and away indeed. Alright, let's glide this way. Moon lanes. A common sight in Kuvaki City is not quite said to be the traces of passing Kuhenki. Riding the moon lanes allows you to harness the power of Kuvaki to swiftly move along their path. However, the moon lanes do not all flow uninterrupted, and there are times when switching paths is the wisest choice. Interesting. Flagship's over here. I'll do that later. I want to do that now, but I want to also stay on task and get through as much of this Archon quest as I can. I don't wanna. Oh, it's over here. Have patience, my dear chat. I am very directionally challenged. I get lost so easily. It's unbelievable.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
I don't see him.
No matches, I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today.
True.
Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
Oh yeah, and I forgot if I mentioned this early on the stream, but I already claimed my free 5-star.
If it isn't the
I
ineffable
got
Ineffa.
Mizuki.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of
Seems like it.
course. Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. has
Hey,
Aino's
that's
approval,
pretty good
too.
score.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Oh wow.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually it's cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet.
Boy. Yeah, Aino is
I just
probably
put my
going to be
foot in it.
hearing it later.
Anyway, Since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep,
Yep, that's us.
that is us.
From the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself.
Hey,
Well, guess it's hardly surprising how.
do you know where he is now?
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinyarvi. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake
I
in the
could've
northern part of
sworn
Nodcry.
Bro, added
Word
like
reached him of
3
trouble
extra
brewing around
letters.
those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Typical Mondstatter, coming and going like the wind.
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
That
Exactly.
he is.
Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Really now? Well, that's nice of him.
Whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
For
Oh,
sure.
and by the way,
Aside
he
from
also
the
asked me to serve
drinking.
up a portion of berries and fried meat for Anefa. That was prepaid as well.
Oh,
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
yeah, sure.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be
This
fine.
translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Nice.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
Oh, for sure. We need to book it. Go to the guest room, wherever that is. It's this way. It's not that way, though. It's over here. I told you life wasn't good with directions. Maybe we do need it enough.
Pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh?
Oh yeah.
Is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town.
A town built among ruins, forsaken in the wake of calamity.
You mean it's got something to do with Nodcry's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity? Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it.
Here he is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything,
It's
I'm the one who
flames.
should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle
sorry,
of the
what?
hallway.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in
But
the
yeah,
room
hey,
next to
Flens.
ours?
We know
Ah,
precisely who
quite
you
the
are in a special
perceptive one,
program.
I see. First things first. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, Just call
Kirill
me Flint.
Chudemirovich Flins. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna call him. I'm just calling him Flins.
Impressively long name for sure.
Oh, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
It feels so weird reading the
You
word
sure
Snezhnaya
would be. Paimon is Paimon.
in
and
this
is
context.
the traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Notcry today.
Hello.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you
Thank
here for
you.
travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Alright, that's fine.
Oh, so you're here for business.
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
Oh, that's pretty. There's something off about that lantern. So. I am curious as to what could be off about it, though.
The burial grounds?
Oh wow, hello lag. Okay, yeah.
Your surprise is
I was gonna look something up on my computer, but nope. I'm
Most
just
people
gonna use my
cannot
phone.
even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
True.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Thank you. See ya.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kind of spooky. Must be all that time he spent around graveyards.
Probably. But did you notice anything strange about his lantern?
His lantern? No, not really. You mean, because it was broken?
Like, no, like there was something inside.
Yes, you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time we cross paths.
Sure thing. Guess that'll be by the graveside.
Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
Alright. All jokes aside, let's head on out. Let's head out and explore the world beyond. And see what it has to offer. And all that jazz. Oh, I just saw the symbol for Kawaki for like for a couple seconds. Anyways.
Paimon almost forgot something super important.
What's up?
Are we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
Must have left that craving by the
Now,
graveside.
heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Yeah, especially since we just walked
Accept
out.
today's boon.
Oh, hello,
Come
Lava.
night or day, may
Llama.
the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over there?
Looks like they're handing out food.
Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice.
Seems like it so far.
Let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Sure who knows.
How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the... what now?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am.
Yeah, kind of.
I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Sire.
Just so you guys know, I'm reading.
Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us, and we'll take one each.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Part of me is a little nervous now. I don't know what that was. Hold on. Sorry. The person that was at the door was here to change the air filter, and I kind of got jump scared.
Think nothing of it.
Anyways.
These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
The finest you found? Wow! That sure is kind of you, but wouldn't you want to keep those for yourselves?
Not always.
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the Moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the Moon Goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nodcry, driven by greed and greed alone, more than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look who it is again.
Well, speaking of.
Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions. Got enough for us too?
Speak of the
That's
devils.
Right. 2 servings each. We're starving over
Ew.
here.
She won't get any. She said y'all were greedy.
After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
But, my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Basically, she just called them out.
Hey, look who it is.
Whatever.
It's me.
Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Those stooges really are the worst.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Ever
That's how
since they
these
came
things
to
work.
Nodcry with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you are.
old grudges die hard.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited, so we're probably at the top of their blacklist by now.
Highest chance,
see.
yeah.
Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown us.
We are highest chance at the top of their blacklist. But why thank me?
Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, your
Are permitted
arrival
in my
heralds
presence.
joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far
No,
from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave, the place we call our home.
Thanks for the kind of I can't English. Thanks for your kind invitation. We'll swing by when we get a chance.
May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious! So refreshingly fresh! Those two Fatui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. Looks like Aneva isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next?
Why don't we follow the map in the travel guide?
Good idea! Wouldn't want to let the hanky down after all.
For sure.
Let's see. Okay. Paimon's route all figured out. So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind.
I'll try not to.
This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench
I
too.
think I see music there too. Little music.
This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids.
Really now.
This is the Vesnici Prolicha greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt away.
Oh, Neva's gonna love this place then.
And this is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa!
Binoculars.
You can see really far out into the distance. That way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live.
Yeah, over here. You already saw the pillar of
what do
blue
you think?
light, so.
Even if Enefa kind of stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon's own tour guiding skills aren't too shabby either, right?
You're the best Paimon.
She sure is. It'd take hundreds of years of practice to beat the best tour guide in all of
With
Tibet.
the return of the detective glasses.
Look, there must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming outside.
Oh my.
Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first?
As a matter of fact, one of the storefront signs caught my eye.
Which one are you? Oh, now you mention it, Paimon's noticed it too. Ugh, better not be who she thinks it is. Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild, or that suspicious-looking shop. A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop, be sure to keep a very close eye on your Mora.
I'm going to the Adventurers Guild first. Actually, no. I'm visiting Dory. I'm just getting it over with. I know it's a spoiler for who it's gonna be. But we all saw the special program. We know that Dory's here. Alright, in terms of which one we go to first, I'm just gonna pick a direction and go. If it's Adventurers Guild, then it's Adventurers Guild. If it's Dory, then it's Dory. I'm just completely leaving it up to fate. There's the thing here first. What will fate decree? Fate hates my sanity. Because looks like we're saying hi to Dory first.
Please, here we go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call.
I want to steal your
Dear.
hat.
So it is the real deal.
Uh-huh.
Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients.
Long time no see, Dory.
And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak into not cry like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay?
Pretty easily.
If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible.
Sure.
Thank the Archons we didn't tell you. Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business.
Which means not at all.
Well, regardless of whether that's true or not, The main issue here is that we had no idea you had a branch in Notcry.
Yeah.
A clever merchant always has a backup plan, or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. Since you're both here in Nodcry, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or if it's Sumeru you're missing, I've got that covered too.
Do you have Stellar Fortuna?
We literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends?
Yeah, that's true.
My. Your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this?
What's that? Your hat?
I mean, I do kind of want to steal it.
Information, of course. Information about Nodcry, locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bey's brilliant mind.
Now you mention it, that is actually what we're after.
I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info for free.
More like dealing in the past,
Wow.
singular.
You
They
sure
pretty
are
much
feeling
never visited her
uncharacteristically
ever
generous today.
once.
What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I'm the most generous person forget it. Anyway, the long and the short of it is this. The moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis.
Yeah, I mean, we're already
Things
halfway
got
through
even
stream and we
more
already learned about
turbulent
3.
After the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants, people began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential profit.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora.
Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The
Nope.
chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities?
Absolutely not.
In that case,
We
what
were
would you
literally
like to
just
know about?
invited. Well, I mean, technically 4, but we kind of already know about the Knights of Favonius, so this is useless. We already know quite a bit about the Fatui. We'll kind of learn more about the Lightkeepers of Frostmoon Scions as we go along, so there's no point in asking Dory. Would you know anything about a spaceship from the past?
What now? A spaceship? Nope, never heard of anything like that. Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me?
Oh no, I
At the
will.
very least, consider letting me in as a key investor.
Absolutely not. That's really the only question I had.
Almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nodcry. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets.
That sounds like an interesting
Listen
place.
to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in.
Because
Curatorium of Secrets?
business rivals.
What do they get up to there?
Well, it's called the Curatorium of Secrets for a
place
reason.
that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood, Lord Sangama Bay.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you, right?
She probably is.
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? After I gave them all that info for free just to win them over.
Ether's just completely
Of
unamused.
course not. I'm only thinking about your wallets. I mean, on behalf of your wallets.
Nice save.
You're really not convincing anyone, you know.
All right. Business is a cutthroat business. I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
Nefer's that scary?
It feels like you're just bad-mouthing your rival now.
Yeah, it does kind of seem that way.
If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large, why, it could fill 3 whole palaces of Alcazar's array.
And humble, too.
But when you realize what I'm saying is true, don't say that good old Lord Sangamabe didn't warn you.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry about that. Where is... Okay, there we go. Anyways. It's Adventurers Guild TI. Actually, since I know that we get Ino for free, let's make sure that, the Claymore that I'm going to give her is, is ready to go. Here you are. Details. Refine. Auto. Bam. Details, let's enhance. Well... Oh, that's right! That's right, that's right, that's right! Since this is the first week of the new update, you can just farm whatever materials you want. What? You aren't Catherine. Who is you?
Lucky us. The line seems to be gone now. Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine.
Yeah, that's not Catherine.
Catherine, we meet again.
Yeah, you're definitely not Catherine. You're the... wait, I know who you are.
How ridiculous.
Hello, Sandro.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand.
But
Well, that's
I
rude.
must have gotten the wrong person. At second glance, you do seem a bit younger than Catherine, and you certainly sound a lot less friendly.
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon.
Yep, that's
Listen
Sandro.
very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A harbinger?
Oh, wow. Why are you even here? And more importantly, will you be the one handing out commissions from here on out?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you with my machines?
She's our bestie, hush. So all the Catherines were made by Marionette. Does that mean the Fatui have been watching our every move? Let's hope not. But the guild itself hasn't done anything shady, and Catherine's only ever helped us. Better stay alert going forward.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction. A side project at best.
Is she talking about Neffa?
But we are in Nod Cry now. And as
I
such,
think she
I
is.
strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way.
I'm going to.
Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Do it. Fight me. See what happens.
You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here.
Yeah.
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your massive, creepy research facility.
True.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited options? And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to Nod Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
Yep. I named the stream appropriately. Oh, and she just diffs. She's just like, okay, I'm only saying this once. Ad Astra Abyssosque. Bye.
Obviously evil, they so annoyingly self-righteous. But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing.
That they've been keeping a very close eye on us indeed.
We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Paimon hates feeling like she's being watched. Hey!
Catherine!
Catherine's back!
Catherine, for real this
Ad
time.
Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine. Please don't leave us again, okay?
Wait, let's actually talk to her and see what dialogue options
Ad
there are.
Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hey there, Catherine. Great to see you here. I'm Catherine, the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild. My job is to provide the adventurers with quest and intelligence support. Nodcry is a land full of opportunities. We hope your adventures here will be filled with excitement and fun. Okay, so this Catherine is different from the others. Please be careful and travel around there, right? Okay. But yeah, it definitely seems like this Catherine is a little bit different from the other 5 that we've seen. Because this is the first time that a Catherine didn't recognize us on sight. And it's like, oh, it's Traveler and
Hello.
Paimon.
I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Oh, oops.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you? Do you need me to navigate or introduce any more places around town?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already. We probably need some time to process everything we've learned, though.
Yeah, that sounds like
Any
a good
progress with the spaceship?
call. Not really.
No. Catherine came back just now, so we asked her, but even she hasn't heard a thing.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nodcry, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts, or even mistaken for a pile of broken machinery.
Aw.
I'm prepared for that possibility, but still, I can't just give up before we've even started.
Understood. In that case, why don't we go ask Aino together?
Yeah!
After all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nodcry, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her, we're curious to meet this whiz-kid mechanic, too.
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before. ETA at the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop. 34 minutes ahead of schedule.
Nice. Nice, baby. Leave Nasha Town. Okay. But yeah, let's head on out. But yeah, this is what that one lady was referring to when she was yelling about the Fatui messing with the statues. Like adding all this machinery and whatnot. Kubaki. I still don't entirely know how those work. This is a mystery to me as well. I don't know how this works one bit. Whoa. that way for whatever reason. There's something over here. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. We have a quest to complete. Later. Later.
Oh no! There's a little animal trapped over there! Let's go help it out! Huh? That's weird. Why isn't it responding?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Notcry. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes. This little animal must have been caught here unprepared.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? Paimon will leave it to you guys then.
Yep.
Don't be scared. We'll get you out of there soon.
It's Kuvaki time. Rippleweeds. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna have to go into a quick intermission. My dad is wanting me to help with groceries. See you guys in a bit. Time to return to quest things. Use Karaki to aid the trapped bench. I just take this. Oh. I guess that's how that works.
Oh, it worked!
Nice.
Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
Oh my jeez. Oh, there's no way. I also do whenever I see these, I just have to just immediately collect them. I missed. Okay, there we go. There's no one where. It's off in this direction. Oh, here it is. Nice. And that one's underground, so I'll get it later. There's so many. Okay. Later. Explorations later. Right now, we need to head to the craft shop. And get this in the way. Also, I got Beyblades. I have the potential for, what are these? Portable bearing. Okay. So I can open one of these.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before.
They're so cute!
And there's all these little robots. Did Aino build them all?
I think she might have.
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots since I've been gone.
3 more, huh?
Aw. Well, you were gone for quite a bit. She must have missed you.
I missed her too. I
A
want her
month or
to
so.
see what I've become.
Let's not keep her waiting any longer then. Come on.
I'm struggling to open this. Okay, it's Keys time.
Aino, I'm back.
Of course she's snacking.
Napa? You're
We
back significantly earlier than I
were warned
expected.
about this.
Like a whole 30 minutes at least.
Why is her mouth off
Everything went very
screen?
smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time, so I... I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone.
She's me.
She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
She's just me.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake schedule?
Apparently not.
Of course I did. One
Nope.
whole cake, one crumb cake, and one pack of chocolates a day. Right?
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
2 weeks worth. Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household are pretty much the opposite of what she imagined?
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
No fair! You're a meanie, Nefa.
This is what happens when you break an
She
agreement.
got caught.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me! I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just a teensy bit extra.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
I'm on Anepha's side. Because I know my own
Seriously?
snacking habits when I'm
If you only
at my
arrived half an
dad's.
hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing. But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did, so I wouldn't have to worry. But then, you were away so long, and I was so worried about you. And that's the only reason I even... Oh.
I know.
Don't make excuses, I know.
I am very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
Welcome home. So, will I be able to keep eating snacks as usual now?
Negative.
Aw.
Okay.
Nice try.
Well, given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide. But just this once.
Thanks, Nefa! You're the best!
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight and Paimon! I know. Uncle Varka talks about you guys all the time. Nice to meet you, Aino. Nefa's told us all about you, too.
The whiz kid mechanic, Anepha's nearest and dearest.
Huh? Really? She actually said that about me? Well, she's not wrong. Oh yeah, so, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right? A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head out on business, and that he might not be back for a while. He asked me to let you know if I saw you. Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship. Did he say what he was doing? Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home. Oh, shoot. Please, take a seat. Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household. Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
I just remember that I'm muted. I keep muting, opening these random boosters. Anyways, I wanted to ask you about a certain spaceship. Just just really quickly.
A spaceship, huh? From outside to that? Exactly. So, ring any bells? No. Oh. You sure? Nope means nope. Never seen the slightest trace of it. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Nokrai that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either. Huh.
What I know means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
Oh, so that's what she was getting at. Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that special. So, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, or someone did find it and then hid it really, really well. But who would even do something like that? Beats me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Just like how I sometimes hide snacks in the...
What was that, I know?
Anyway... Long story short, I definitely haven't seen anything like that. Besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions. The Frost Moon Scions? Huh? Haven't heard of them yet? Didn't Inefa tell you about their rituals?
There wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and traditions.
What kind of rituals are we talking about? I've never actually seen them myself. Just heard bits and pieces here and there. They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
The true past? You mean they can see what really happened?
Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't be explained by either machines or science. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it much either. Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the Frost Moon Scions. Aw, leaving so soon? Sure you don't want to hang out a little longer?
It's getting late, I know, and these two still need to head over to Hisi Island. It would not be convenient for them to linger much longer.
Aww. Alright then. Don't worry. We'll be sure to drop in on you as often as we can. Really? You promise?
Next time,
Sounds like my type of
We're
visitor.
promising Ino
You're
we're
welcome
sad.
anytime.
I'll be staying to look after Aino today, so I won't be going with you.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find our way just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Oh, are you here to play with me? My name's Aino, and I'm an inventor. Me and Anefa live together. I could probably eat all the cakes and cookies in the world because I love them so much. But my favorite kind of all is Lockaberry Crumb Cake. Come visit my Clink Clank Crumb Cake craft shop whenever you want. Anyway, that's me. What about you? Tell me something about you, then we'll be friends.
So I've been kind of distracted. I've just been opening up the random boosters. I already opened 2 of them. And I'm actively opening the 3rd. So you guys get to watch me gamble with funny metal spinning tops. Okay, let's... Oh, anything with low flat or the shark edge, please. In all honesty, I would start laughing if I got a 3rd copy of the Sword Dran. But yeah, we'll take a look at Ino, and then we'll, actually no, we'll open this, and then see. Is this a 3rd? There's no way. I actually got 3. That is so funny. I don't think I've ever actually seen that happen. Or just get 3. You know what? That's perfectly fine. I am... I'm thoroughly entertained by this. This is just funny. Somehow, some way, I got... I'll show you guys once I get this last one open, because my luck manifests in really interesting ways. This is actually funny. There we go. Because... From those random boosters, I received... Hold on. Not 1. Not 2. But 3 gray swords. 3 gray Dran swords, which is so funny. They're really shiny too. But yeah, it looks like my luck with random boosters very quickly ran out, but it's fine. They're pretty, so it is perfectly fine. What I need to do now, I see you are Hydra. I know. I don't know why I said it like that. It just happened. Okay. Oh. Oh, so that's what I need them for. Drops by land cruisers. What? What is a land cruiser? Guys, asshole. An autonomous machine that applies the principles of naval combat to land battles. Land cruisers were engineered by the Armory Palace's finest engineers to serve as armed ships that cruise on land. They are now deployed en masse at the bleeding edge of the Fatui's conquests. I see. Says the blind man to the deaf dog. Alright, let's chuck some artifacts on you. Sure. And then weapons. I'm kidding. This one. But yeah, this is our first ever Hydro Claymore unit. There's some guides. Kavaki dewdrops. There's nothing here.
I know. Present.
Okay, so you're not gonna help me with Ascension stuff. Okay, this is just telling me like, hey, you can go see Catherine for reward things. I have new quests here. Venture towards the moonlight. Complete this quest to unlock commissions for Not Cry. Okay. Gotcha. There's some here. Achievements. Perform a special jump. It's nice to run into a familiar face. Okay. I don't know how much Stardust I actually have. But yeah, as you can see, I chose Mizuki for my free floor. But yeah, that's kind of what I showed off earlier was a bit of an unfortunate downside to getting random boosters. Every now and again, you just have a chance to get the same base in each one, or just normal duplicates. What was I about to do? Oh right, I remember now. That's right. Problems, bargains. Okay, 45. I can work with that. I need broken drive shafts. And now, Hydra, I know, send you. Oh, little machinery parts. That's adorable. Okay, now I'm basically out of Mora, so I'm pretty much broke. Precision Kuvaki stamping die. I completely forgot all about Knuckle Tuckle. Drops by level 30 plus Knuckle Tuckle. That is too funny. But yeah, I'll be working on building Ino as much as I can. Until I can start, yeah, now doing a thing. I did say that I would end by wishing, so let's do that. start by doing this. Totally nothing. Alright, yeah, let's just burn up the temple here, because I will be able to, just use exploration and event stuff to get, like, a bunch of wishes. So let's see. Oh, let's see what we got. Fairest Shadow, Blood-Tainted Greatsword, Cool Steel, Black Tassel, Kale, Emerald Orb, Blood-Tainted Greatsword, Black Tassel, Skyrider Sword, Sharpshooter's Oath. And we got refunded a poll, because we already have Kale at C6. Okay, let's do that, and then how many pulls do we have now? 4. Let's use them. Three-star, not worth the importance. 3-star, not worth the importance. 3-star. 4-star. The flute. Alright. Our pity is very quickly soaring upwards. So maybe we'll get water. Maybe not. If we don't, then cool. If we do, then cool. If we don't, then that's fine. Really quickly, let's check our pity on this side. Just so I can, like, get an idea of how many primos I want to actually save. To at least get a 5-star. It is completely refreshed. Okay, so now I have no choice but to be in
Used to just standing around. How absurd.
Alright, well, we have pretty much run out of time. But yeah, that was our, anyways, yeah, I think we're just gonna, leave the craft shop and then, take care of any dialogue that happens immediately afterward and then end stream. Because we are at the, we're pretty much at the 2-hour mark. And I've heard tell that, Act 1 and Act 2 takes 8 hours. So we're gonna be streaming for a while. Okay. So let's turn off focused experience mode so I can do other stuff. There we go. And we can end stream safely and peacefully. Really quickly. Do we have any buddy we can raid today? Anybody at all? Not really. not really. Sadly. Ah, well. That's fine. That will just about do it for this stream, though. If you guys are on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live, as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before I transfer it over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you haven't done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1-month subscription to a streamer of their choosing, so if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion.